She brings you down, she makes you feel emotive, and then he sweeps you off your feet, and you're just thinking, like, what is even going on right now? You feel like you're in the whirlwind of a true romance. That's how this song is making me feel. This song is beyond beautiful, and I'm just gonna listen to the rest of it again. What can I do? I can't switch it off. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Herrera here. I hope that you're all well. Today is Yesung's birthday, and no matter what type of reaction video I put together or sentences that I write, I really won't be able to express how I feel about him and how much I want to celebrate this day. However, I do want to give some sort of a celebration a go, and my way of doing that is to put together this reaction video, okay? So these are your suggestions. This is Yesung and some of his duets. I know, before you even say it, I know this is not all of them. Some I have covered previously in my Yesung mini marathons, and some I'm yet to get to. But you know what? We all know that that is a voice, that is a personality that deserves to be mulled over, that deserves to just be immersed in, and so I want to take my time. The songs that I have chosen today are in the description below, so please do have a look at those to name a few of these. Now, number one, right here, is this going to be my number one? I absolutely love and adore that princess quality that Luna has. So is this going to end up being my most favorite song from this reaction? Who knows? To name a few of the others I am including in this would be I Am Behind You, Spring in Me, Don't Say Goodbye. I mean, I'm just so excited. These titles are giving me heartbreak, longing. All of these duets are with women, and I love hearing him sing with women because he really takes on that masculine sound. I think he is nothing but that masculine sound, but you know what I mean, the harmonization, him being sort of a bit like his personality, being caring, taking their voices into consideration. That's the kind of stuff that I love to hear from him, especially in duets. So, without further ado, let's get started. Again, I just want to reiterate how excited I am because what I've heard of Luna, Disney princess, absolute beautiful control over her voice, the fact that the two of these might come together, harmonize, long for each other, wow. I love when he starts this low. Absolutely love those lyrics because they are such a contradiction to his voice. His voice is nothing but calm. But to say that, I love this play. Oh, these runs. So one of the most favorite things that Yesung does is that longing, that desperation in his voice. I think that mixed together with the depth in his voice and that masculine sound is so beautiful. I really love that. Oh, oh wow. Oh, nice. This man knows no chill, really. Seriously, right? I love how he just sings everything full. Really full. There is just no holding back on anything. If he's going to do it, he is going to commit to it. And I'm really glad that he sings in this way because with a voice like that, if he didn't, you'd think that something was lacking. You would feel disappointed. He never disappoints you with his voice. He always goes the full mile. Just pushes all the way through that note. Do you know what I mean? I bet he does it throughout. Come on. Mm. Beautiful. I'm loving the rhythm of this. Wow. Wow. This is really beautiful. So they both have these moments in the song, especially that chorus bit, where it kind of makes me think of them stood in front of a window. It's raining really hard outside, and they're just looking out and looking incredibly sad. It's kind of like that break from the story, telling a little bit of a monologue. It's just such a beautiful moment. It's got a bit of a musical theatre feel to it, this song. Wow. Wow. That was stunning. So when Yesung sings that low down, he sounds muffled. That's his natural sound, and I really love that. I love when he utilizes that. And actually, I expected him to come in a little bit sharper than that, to maybe like pronounce a little bit clearer than that. But actually, what he's doing is really just gelling his voice to the bottom of her voice. Now, her voice is bouncy, it's sharp, it's dynamic. And he's just tagging on to the bottom of that and rounding it off. The warmth that he's bringing to that sharpness that she has is just beautiful. And that's exactly what I was, I think, really hoping for. It's not what I was expecting, but deep down inside, I was really hopeful that they would create that sound together, because what I don't want is for them to fight for that place, right? Because she'll never win in my eyes, because I want him to take the lead. But the fact that he lets her take the lead, that in itself is so incredibly beautiful. It's so attractive. Do you hear that? The thing is, he's singing, she's highlighting his voice. She's singing, he's underlining her voice. Do you see what I mean? He's not necessarily highlighting it, but he's definitely making a statement with his voice. I think the only way I can say it is that he's underlining it. It's so beautiful. They never performed this live. Really? Thinking about those two voices, definitely not the song that I was expecting, okay? I was expecting maybe like a really romantic kind of a feel, them flowing in and out of each other, and that's really not what this is. This is definitely very musical theatre, okay? They each get their shining moments. They get a little bit at the end where they overlap a little bit. But this is very different. I would love to see them perform this live. This is the thing, that those voices need to be heard together live. That would probably be the best way to hear this song. A very strong song, a very theatrical feel to it. Um, Maybe. I mean, those 4 minutes just went so quickly. It it lends me the feeling that they could both perform this as a solo. It's almost like prepared in that way. But an interesting duet. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I would really say that that was a full-on duet. I love that he lets his vocal cords separate ever so slightly to let some air out, and because he has a husky voice, it comes out husky. It's so beautiful. Love the time that he's taking over this. That beat. Ah. Wow. I can't really say what it is, but she has a really nice voice, a really interesting texture to her voice. Wow, this is going to be interesting. I wasn't expecting a voice like that, if I'm honest. Yes. Oh. Oh my god. You see, this is what I mean by a collaboration. I feel like they were actually in the studio together. I think some of the things that you see nowadays, people like an example. A Korean artist will collaborate with an American artist, and they won't actually even meet. They record their vocals in Korea and they record their vocals in America. And then someone on one end, or maybe on both ends, puts them together. And that is, I'm not knocking the first song, but that's the kind of feel I got from that. There was less of a collaboration. That might be because that was an OST. Is this also an OST? I'm not entirely sure. But they had less creative control over it. That was a sound from the first song that I got. I'm probably completely wrong, but just go with it. But with this one, it really feels like they jammed in the studio together. They were together. They were like, let's harmonize like this. No, this is not quite right. Let's do it like this. How about you do it like this? You sound good singing like this. You know, it actually feels really authentic, really genuine. And what that does is that adds to the feel of the song. So when I'm reading these lyrics and taking in those lyrics, it feels more genuine. I feel more of a connect to the song and to the story and to the characters than I did with the first song. It's really interesting. I really like, so what's her name, HyeJin? I really like her voice. She sounds beautiful with Yesung. Oh. Wow. Again, he's giving us that bass. The beautiful support that he gives. The control that you need to have on a voice like that, he's so powerful, he could outsing anybody just with that depth alone. But he has to be so mindful. And again, this is somebody who is a true professional. Yeah. So he's explored his voice in lots of different ways. He's worked in theatre. He's his spoken voice as well, right? In acting. He's been an MC here and there on radio. He's just tried different things with his voice over time. And I think that he's maybe somebody who watches things back as well. He doesn't mind listening to his own voice. He has quite a good detachment of his ear. He's not just blind in that I sing beautifully and this sounds amazing. He has a great way of detaching himself and being like, actually, if I look at the bigger picture, in order for us to sound beautiful and for this song to really work, I need to back off a little bit. And actually, I need to just support the other artist a little bit. And that quality is rare to come by. And it's rare with somebody with a vocal type like this, especially. I find so many of these strong singers, they don't know how to tone it down. And he really does. And I just love the support that he is giving her through this. There has to be a give and take. Nice. The thing with this song is sometimes it's quite natural, isn't it? When you have two voices, you can't help but think that they're singing to each other, but actually they are just continuing. And the fact that we're going from male to female, male, whichever way round they're doing this, it actually really works. It doesn't distract from the story and from what they're saying. So this change from her to him, it did not disrupt the story. It's just such a beautiful continuation, despite them being so different. Oh, they have just become one in this song. Oh. I love that. Oof, that is one beautiful song. Can I predict that I think that that's going to be my most favorite song, even without hearing the other stuff? I'm already going to say that that's my favorite song that I've discovered and one that I will just consistently be re-listening and reliving that whole experience. I felt really emotional towards the end of that. They became one, their voices became one, the power of that, and the courage. I really felt that courage building up, and this switch in the lyrics in saying, I am going to have the courage to do this again, like this from here. So this was such an interesting change because you're feeling the build in the song. It's a different kind of a build. The song gives you everything that you want. It gives you that beautiful longing, that beautiful masculine sound, that beautiful, bright, emotive female voice. The fact that they come in and out of each other, the flow within their voices, it's like their voices are making love to each other. They belong together. They sound so incredible. I think out of all of the duets that I've heard of Yesung's, his voice goes so well with hers. I think that it's not even about sounding beautiful. There was just no difference. They really just were on the same wavelength, and just such a special bond there. Something really clicked between the two of them. And just this build. I felt this. I will say it out loud. I will confess it. I felt that build in the song. Oh. See that bit? I feel like that bit could have been given to Yesung because he's so good at those drops, and because he's so breathy, he can really bring that emotion in. But the fact that they gave it to her just really made me appreciate his voice more. When he then suddenly came in, he kind of like sweeps you off your feet, right? She brings you down, she makes you feel emotive, and then he sweeps you off your feet, and you're just thinking like, what is even going on right now? You feel like you're in the whirlwind of a true romance. That's how this song is making me feel. This song is beyond beautiful, and I'm just going to listen to the rest of it again. What can I do? I can't switch it off. She is gorgeous. I need to find out about her. Please, don't tell me they're not going to be together. Why can't they just be together? The most perfect quality, right? Time stops still. Everything moves in slow motion with that voice. How can you not linger on this man? Oh! Oh. The difference between their voices is quite harsh, right? He's so low and so like depressing, and she's a little bit brighter, and her voice is quite small in its sound. It's very precise, and those two coming together, it's just such a wave, and it's just like colliding all over the place. Like it just kind of throws you for a minute. It's really nice. I love the conversational bits in this. I hope that that continues. I hope that they actually end up in the same place. His chewiness, her accent, my goodness. Now girls are attacking me too. With that face, yeah. I feel like I'm not ready for the end of this song. What are they going to do? Blow my head off? Like, this is crazy. The build in this song has been intense, okay? It started off a little bit sweeter than where it's going. Now they're pushing against each other. I really feel that force. Oh. Why does everyone want to make me cry? Like, what is wrong with you people? Can you stop attacking me already? Can I not just be happy for once? So I love the war that they are having in this song. So there are moments where they are gentle, a little bit more playful, and then there are moments where they're really fighting against each other. And as a listener, like it really is like a tug of war. You're on her side, no, you're on his side. You feel her pain, no, you feel really sorry for him. It is so tough. This is definitely a conversation. They are both feeling very similar. But very different as well. This is the thing. The way that they are delivering the same sort of feel to us is it's really unique, right? They're delivering it to us in their own special ways. I don't really know anything about her as an artist, but I'll tell you that she's coming across so strong, really quite sassy, as in a very strong character. And we already know about Yesung and his character, and there's no like pushing that to the side. The connect that they have vocally together is really interesting. Again, is there no live performance of this so I can actually see them communicate in a real human way, please? Because this is tough. I'd love to see them on screen together. Can someone explain to me what is so appealing about presenting music videos or special clips in this way? I've seen so many like this. Is this because people don't like to see idols together? Is that what this is? Because it really bugs me. Just have them together, acting out a real situation. I'd be up for that. They both have really nice vocal qualities where they can be really gentle and have their unique sounds, and then they really can push as well. And they sound different in both parts of those voices, and that they're matching them together. I'd love to find out how this collaboration came about because, yeah, that's a really clever thing to pick up on, that they can both do those similar sorts of things. Oof. Can you listen to that, please? Even further back. So he's delivering this warmly, and she's delivering it coldly. The way that they're telling us the same thing, but it means two different things. That is how you interpret text. Ugh. Please. Beautiful. Really, really nice. Again, 100% would listen to that again. I love how they've played with their sounds on that, how they've really utilized each of their voices in that. I think that that was a lot of thought went into that collaboration. You can really tell. Yeah, I think that there's really nothing else to be said. That was really beautifully sung, and hopefully at some point during this, I will come across a live performance of one of these tracks. who knows, maybe they exist out there. But yeah, I think they're definitely, what I'm getting from this is that I love Yesung. That goes without saying. But secondly, that there are some female voices here that I need to go and research on and find out what they're all about, because she has a really beautiful tone to her voice. It kind of reminds me of that Paloma Faith sound. And yeah, I'd love to hear that kind of a retro feel from her if that's where she goes in her solo work. Or again, I don't know if she's part of a group or what her deal is, but she, yeah, has a really nice, unique voice. Well, my wish came true. And it's a dingo one, so the recording of the vocals is going to be great. And it's live.
쉼표 없이 도는 하루 외로워할 틈도 없이 어디야 보채는 녀석들 시끄럽게 취한 이 밤에 익숙한 얼굴은 많은데 그중에 너만 없다.
It's so nice to watch him sing without a microphone stuck in front of his face. You can really see what he's doing, and a lot of the movement comes from the lower part of his mouth. His top lip doesn't really move that much. Does your top lip move much when you talk? I feel like maybe mine does. Some people's do, okay? But his doesn't that much. I think like the top part of his mouth is quite static, and the bottom part seem to do the most amount of work. And again, those deep breaths, those chesty breaths, that breathiness is just beautiful to watch.
넌 어때? 잘 있니? 잘 지내니? 별일 없니?
Oh, she's so bright. But they're not actually sat in front of each other, are they?
좋은데
다 좋은데
Oh.
빈틈없이 너무 행복한 난데 내 곁에
모든 게 다 있는데
너만 없다. 새로운 사진 아래 예쁘다 글을 달아준 친구들 속에 너만 없다.
Her chewiness and her accent is even more obvious when she's singing live. It is beautiful.
소란스런 나의 생일밤
Wow.
축하 문자 쏟아지는데 그곳에
She emotes beautifully. And she has that beautiful quiver too. Oh! Yesung!
별일 없니?
Let me live!
네가 아닌 다른 일에 웃고 잘 있니?
잘 지내니
별일 없니?
Look at that neck. Do you see what I mean? None of this focus is on the microphone. I love it when it's not there, right? You can see that neck in full display, in full work. Look at that chin, like, please.
네가 아닌 다른 일에 웃고 사는 나
좋은데
다 좋은데 빈틈없이 너무 행복한 난데
내 곁에
모든 게
For goodness sake, someone tell him to stop.
너만 없다 혼자가 된 내 삶은 자유롭지
Nice.
갈수록 더 불안해
아쉬울 것도 없이
잘 지내지만
그 무엇도
대신 못해
너는 난 말야
난 말야
I freaking love this. They sound so damn good together.
아쉬울 것도 없이 잘 지내지만
Can I say also, he looks so stunning. He looks very less whitewashed in this. You can see that natural skin tone. He's looking so good. It's just really natural. The way that they've put this together, I would still love for them to be actually sat across the table from each other, but you know, you win some, you lose some.
대신 못해
The best quality about Yesung for me, and something that really gets me falling in love and just gets me to understand how much I am obsessed with this man, is that I linger on him and like I'm literally on the edge of his tongue. Every single sound that he makes, every breath that he takes in, I'm on the edge of it. I'm like, what's next? What's next? What is next? Like that is the level of like love, admiration, obsession that I have over his voice. Like, I have never heard somebody sing like this. And I think that I have been obsessed through time, like over various different artists, but never have I actually fully been so much in love with a voice. Like, his voice gives me everything that I need not look anywhere else. That's the honest truth. I think that the only reason that I continue exploring different artists is so that I can justify in my own mind that he's the best. That is it. That is the only reason. There is no competition. There is no nothing. He is everything. He is perfection. He is my favorite. He's the best damn voice I have ever heard in my entire life.
난 말야
난 말야
형 괜찮아
좋지 않아
I love all of his habits, nuances, approach to text, his mind, everything. Look at that neck.
모든 빛의 자리인데 한참을
찾아봐도
Look at that face. So all the blood is obviously rushed to his head because he was going for it right then. And then suddenly he had to drop it all the way down. But that blood is still in his face. Look at how animated he is. I love this. He is just such a true performer. Look at how intense this is. Whoa. And then suddenly he backs right off. That quality.
너만 없다
너만 없다
보고 싶다
보고 싶다
I'm so glad that that exists. That was absolutely stunning. It was so nice to hear them singing live. And the thing with Yesung is that he gives off this air of like his voice could, I don't know, just end this world. That's how I feel. It's like Noah's Ark, okay? Like the world could just end with that voice. But he backs off. He knows how to control it. And that is so beautiful because you just never know. You never know when he's going to flip. You never know when he's going to get so frustrated that he'll just let rip. And that control over a beast is so damn attractive. Like, I am always waiting for it. I'm like, when? When is it? Is it today? Is today the day he's going to end all of us? Because he can. And one day he will, but not today. It wasn't today. But just that is just such an attractive quality. I don't know what that is called exactly, but it's like he's tamed the beast, right? The voice was bigger than him in the beginning. He didn't quite know what to do with it. People didn't quite know what to do with it. But as time has gone on, as he has developed, as he has grown into it, he understands how to utilize that. That is an actor. That is not just a vocalist, right? He's wasted. He really is. If he just lives his life as an idol and has popularity in Asia only, I'm going to be so upset because this man is world class. That voice needs to go into all sorts of different fields. And yeah, I'm sorry to put a downer on this, but yeah.
꽃이 피는 봄바람에 얼려둔 내 맘
Have I heard this song before? I really can't remember.
어느새 어느새
Why do I feel like I've seen her before?
내 맘 다녀갔나요
기나긴 밤 잠든 내맘
Why are they not together? Like, seriously, what is up with this? All I want is for him to be loved, for goodness sake. Doesn't it just sound like he is embracing her voice? Just such a warm embrace. I mean, why can't they actually be sat on there together? He can just have his arm resting on the back of that bench. Like, what the hell, guys? Oh, this is very frustrating. I think for the first time, I would say that the sound of this is a bit closed off. It might sound better on stage. The acoustics are not great. This is such an easy listen that I feel like I've heard this before. Have I heard this before? I really can't remember. Nice. He's got such a little voice that she could very easily become overpowered by him. But again, the pro that he is, and this is not the official track, but I bet that on the official track, his voice definitely doesn't overpower her. Like I said, it's warm embrace. It's almost like scooping her up and elevating her. So that's a really nice, it's a difference from some of the stuff that he's done in the other songs with the other females as well. So he can definitely adapt himself to different female voices, which is really nice. Are they sat together? Like, they're just being so good at looking at each other, but they're not. They're not together, right? I'd be on the floor at this point. They're not together. Such a beautiful song. Do you know what I mean though about that closed off sound? It's like their voices aren't traveling enough, and they definitely are projecting, and her voice is a little bit sharper than it's coming across, which is a real shame because that sharpness, and especially with what they're showing us with the cherry blossoms and everything, like the full feel is not being able to be felt because of the sound quality. I'm disappointed because Dingo are really good usually. He could have kept going. Look at his little face. Do you ever look at him and think, I hope that he really knows that we love him? Like, he's just such a special person. He really is. And I'd hate for him to, like, walking around and just feeling lonely and stuff. I know it's not the same. Like, we're not real people to him, like real people in his life, as in he doesn't really know anything about us, yet we know everything about him. It's a weird relationship. But yeah, I hope that he knows how much he means to us. How fabulous does he look in formals? Does he bite his nails or something? Because he always seems to have plasters on. So many things I've seen. And he's got like... Oh, is it the dogs? Just everything about him gives off the air of a prince. He just has a royal feel. But not a royal attitude at all. Oh. Guys, this is beautiful. The fact that she's still on the backing vocals is beautiful. I was kind of thinking, like, is this just going to be him singing on his own, kind of losing that feel? Because I think it is a song that you can sing as a solo. However, like, she brought such a wonderful feel to it, and I love that her vocals are still on that backing because, yeah, I think it was definitely necessary. The fact that she comes in and reminds you of the beauty that is the original song and how actually it sounds different now without her, right? It's just so nice. It's so subtle. Definitely a song to be performed with a live band, right? So I couldn't see the lyrics of this song from the previous video, but can you see how suddenly the song takes on a different meaning when it's him just by himself? It sounds really down, doesn't it? She was definitely helping to brighten up the song, and now that she's gone, and now that you can just hear the slight highlights in the background, you miss her, and you miss the relationship that those voices had together, and you understand just how sad and depressed he sounds. Even though I'm guessing that the meaning of the song was probably a little bit better than what's coming across to me. So strong. He is so healthy here. Oh, how dare they not show us the rest of it? My God, that is the end of my Yesung duets reaction video. But I'm glad that I kept it to a few just so I could really enjoy. Do you even really need me to say out loud which was my favorite? But I will, just so you know, I Am Behind You is, it could be in my potentially top 5. How did that happen? Could be. Watch this space. Like in a year's time, when I count down my top 5 Yesung songs again, maybe you'll find it in there. Who knows? Please talk to me about all of these songs and all of these performances, collaborations. How did they come about? What do you think about them? What are your favorites? And I'm sure, as I said at the beginning, I have missed some that you have told me about. So please tell me about those so I can put together another video like this in the near future. And yeah, let's just celebrate this beautiful man, this voice. There is nobody like this. Really, there are people that have similar sounding voices, similar styles, but there will never be a song. Nobody that has a look like that, a personality like that, and a voice like that all in one. Nuh-uh. I refuse to believe that. It's impossible. He is one of a kind. He is my most favorite voice in the entire world. I love him so much as an idol, as a person, and actually in love with him too. Yeah, I am still in my delusional phase. Um, but yeah, how could I not be? Thank you so much for joining me for that reaction. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to my channel for lots more content. Like the video if you liked it, of course. And until I see you next time, take care, stay safe, bye.